solid information to offer. Solid information to offer with my hat just like this. Maybe tinting the shadows under my eyes and looking all serious. Enough being goofy. We're going to talk mainly about what I want to do next. And I think it's been a minute. I've been doing this gaming thing for probably about 8 months now, 9 months. And I can't really think of anything else that I would rather do than play games and talk about games. But within that, I have found, or stumbled over, rather, a completely different path. A passion in my life that I didn't know existed until I kind of fell into it by mistake. Recording these videos has always been secondary to the content of the videos, and I've always tried to kind of step up my quality levels as I've gone along and done this. September 7th, dude, we're going to just try this out. Necessarily, every game that I get excited about is probably for the best. And then it dawned on me. 10 minutes is the perfect amount of time to watch one video in its glorious entirety while on the toilet at work. An entire missed opportunity that would have at least kept me playing long after the stale storyline and frustrating ending. I don't see a pattern here. Do you? And I've started to realize that while I was doing that, I became more interested in the actual process than the final product. I mean, I love the final product, don't get me wrong, but along the way, the recording of the videos, the camera gear, the learning how to color grade, the learning exposure and framing and just different aspects of having camera gear. And once you start actually applying some of the methods that you're learning and you're starting to get different results and just play with it, I've come to enjoy that. Probably more so than playing games, to the point where it's become kind of an obsession of mine of sorts, a healthy one. I've had unhealthy obsessions in the past and I'm not proud of those things, but this here, at least for the time being, is a very healthy part of my life, and it's changed my outlook on things. And so I've spent a majority of the past few weeks really thinking about what it is that I want to do with this, because at this point I'm so invested, it would really only take me tipping the scale just a little bit further in that direction to make this a profession instead of just a hobby. I think I'm well beyond hobbyist territory, and I'm in a zone where all I do is watch videos about making videos. And I've even become really interested, I think for the most part, in telling other people's stories. I've always kind of had this thing about myself where I can sit next to somebody and they start telling me their story, and I get completely engrossed in it. I'm a very visual person, so I already kind of am like envisioning someone living through certain times in their life that they're telling me about. I've already framed it. I've already it's already playing in my mind like a movie. So I have that type of brain. And it wasn't until I started doing this that I realized that that's something that I can apply to this whole situation with this gear. And I'm really excited to start doing that. So I started to kind of outline an idea for a new channel. I'm going to be shifting away from gaming. And I just want to let you guys know first, because you are, my watchers, most of you very recent, but there are a few of you that have been around for, a while, even before the 8 months when I really started doing YouTube. And I was just kind of streaming on Twitch and doing random things and trying to figure out what it is that I wanted to do with this, or where I wanted to take this. Well, this is that next step for me. And I know things are going kind of high speed, but I'm at an age in my life where I really can't afford to play around. So I'm not going to. I'm making a shift right now, and I'm very excited to do it. I've started to map out an idea for a web page. So I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start getting out there, and I'm going to start doing free videography work for potential clients. And I'm going to record the process of what I do and how I start this business. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about just different methods and other things that I use for editing, color grading, different products that obviously are working for me and may work for you too, if that's something that you're into. If you're interested in this and you are part of my current audience, I will be posting a link on my community page on YouTube within the next few days. So keep an eye out for that. I also wanted to say thank you very much for your support thus far. It means the world to me that there are people out there that actually do want to watch this content and have subscribed to this channel. I've kind of watched the count go up, and it happened probably within like a couple weeks. And I know I said I'd be back doing like skit content and other things like that, but since then, I found myself kind of displaced from my office space and unable to come back here for, I don't know, I want to say probably a week or two. And now that I'm back, I've kind of reframed this whole situation as, well, why am I here? And it's put me in a headspace where I've started to really kind of zoom out and see what it is that I've been doing with this thing all along and how I can actually make it worth something to me. So if you're with me on that journey, I am very excited to have you along for the ride. If you're not with me, I really do appreciate the support that you've given me thus far. I wish you all the best. And for those that are coming along with me, enjoy the ride. It's been fun. You guys have a good one. Thanks.
Goodbye.